Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8-Second Gaming. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 3 best legend combos that you're going to want to run if you want to rank up this season. I'm going to be covering one for every single playstyle, so no matter what you do, be it Edge, Zone, or Hybrid, I've got you covered. But before we actually talk about these legends, if at any point through this video you want to support my channel because you like what you're hearing, please hit that like and subscribe button. 95% of the people that watch my content are not subscribed, and trust me guys, it helps way more than you actually think it does. So thank you in advance, but let's now talk about the legends. And to start off with, we're going to go over the most basic one. It's going to be the Edge team comp. Now for those of you that don't know what an Edge playstyle is, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're sitting on the edge of zone and you're trying to get into as many fights as you possibly can. You're looking for people that were either caught in a late rotate, had to fight off drop and weren't able to get into the spot that they wanted to right away, or even other people that are playing edge because they also want to fight. With this type of team comp, you're not going to have any zone stability, but you're going to have a lot of aggressiveness. So for this team comp, we've got Ashe, Ballistic, and Alter. Now, I know this is very cookie cutter and it is very basic, especially this season, but it's good for a reason. You see literally everyone run it for a reason. Ashe is literally the best aggressive legend right now. She has so much stuff stuffed into her kit, it's not even funny. And the devs have tried to nerf her and balance her, but it hasn't been enough quite yet. The dash is still super strong. Her arc stare still super strong. And also the ability to not even have to heal in a fight because now she has the perk where if you get a knock, she has health regen, is still super strong. I honestly don't know if Ashe can ever go back into a sort of balanced state because of what the devs have done. She's either going to be super strong or super weak, but for right now, she's super strong, so she fits really well into this team comp. But alongside her, you have Ballistic. If Ashe is dashing everywhere at Mach 50, well, now she's also running everywhere at Mach 50 because Ballistic is ulting every single chance that he gets. You get the speed boost, you get the unlimited ammo, and Ballistic also has his sling weapon immediately going gold as well. It's just allowing you to be super aggressive in those types of situations and back up the Ashe player when they are portaling in, dashing in, doing whatever they want to do. Also, Ballistic is an incredibly good 1v1 legend. If you're ever playing Ballistic and you're in a 1v1 and you lose that 1v1, you might want to uninstall. The smart bullet makes it so that people can't shoot back at you in those situations. And if somebody can't shoot you, how do you lose a 1v1? Seriously, please. Answer that in the comments if you have any idea. So with Ashe and Ballistic, you've got 2 hyper aggressive legends that can do a lot of stuff on their own, but then you're also pairing Alter up with those to finish off the trio. And as soon as Alter came out, I was calling it. Back on the Game League channel when I was doing the tier list, I was telling people Alter is strong, you just have to understand how to play her. And look at where we are now. Yes, I understand that she has had some buffs and her kit has been changed a little bit, but fundamentally Alter is still the same when she came out as she is now. The ability to reset fights for free is incredibly strong in a game like Apex. So if you're playing an Edge team comp and you want to run at a fight, the fight doesn't go the way that you think it's going to go, you can just get out of jail free card and go back to the Void Nexus perfectly fine. Alter allows for so many different aggressive playstyles without any repercussions. It's almost akin to the Revtane meta that we had back in season 8 I think it was, where you could just jump at fights without having to care because if they didn't go the way you thought they were going to go, you just got sent back to the Rev Totem. And this is Revtane 2.0 built into one character. So yeah, if you want to play Edge, Ashe, Ballistic, Alter, those are the go-tos. But next up, we can talk about the Zone team comp, and this is the exact opposite of an Edge team. This is the people that want to get to Zone, let the other people fight it out, collect their kills at the end of the game, and get their top 5 streaks going. And for this, again, pretty simple. You're gonna go Wattson, Valkyrie, and Sparrow or Crypto depending on who you want to play with. Now starting things off for this team comp, we have Wattson. Now Wattson is my girl. When she first came out, I played Wattson a ton, and I played her so much, she's my favorite character, and I even have a signed picture from Wattson's voice actress behind me in my stream setup. Wattson just got buffed, and she's incredibly strong right now, and you need to abuse it. And for this type of team comp, she fits in perfectly. It doesn't matter what type of building you want to hold because she can hold it. And if people want to try and do the most common thing to bunker bust and throw nades at you, guess what? She has an ultimate that is intercepting them. A good Wattson that knows how to place her fences and knows how to keep her ultimate safe is going to allow you to take over any building and hold it for the entirety of a game. And that's exactly what you need in a zone team comp. But you also need somebody to get you there, and that's why we have Valkyrie. Now, the mobile redeploy balloons are very strong and are good, but Valkyrie is just better now with the buffs that she has received over the past couple of seasons. She was incredibly strong, Respawn nerfed her, but now they're bringing her back slowly, and she's in a good spot right now. She's not overpowered, but she's balanced, and that's a good thing for a zone style of team. But even with this, you don't even need Valkyrie to be strong, because literally all she's here to do is be a school bus. She is getting you from point A, which is your drop spot, to point B, which is the end game building that you have narrowed down because Wattson is able to scan the ring console and tell you exactly where to hold. Even if Valkyrie gets completely gutted and nothing in her kit works, as long as she has the ultimate to fly everyone away, that's all you need. And around this team combo, I have Sparrow and Crypto here because they do kind of the same thing, just in different ways. Yes, you are pairing two Recon class characters on the same team, with Valkyrie being Recon and Sparrow and Crypto being Recon, but you're not using Valkyrie for the Recon class, you're using her for her ultimate. But Sparrow and Crypto being able to remotely scan Recon beacons and give your team information without having to put themselves at danger is why you want them here. Once you get Crypto to an end game circle and you can just have him sit on his Game Boy and scout around what's free, what's not, who's fighting, who's not fighting, who's strong, who's weak, you're gonna get so much passive information that allows you to close out games with even more authority. And also, a well-placed Crypto EMP in a final zone basically just gives you a free win because everyone's stunned, they have half shields, you're just able to go ham on them. But the big thing about Sparrow and Crypto is just the information. So Sparrow being able to track people, scan Recon beacons remotely, Crypto being able to fly his drone around, get information that way, scan Recon beacons remotely, that's why you want them here. So try them both, see if you mesh better with a Sparrow or a Crypto, and go from there. But that is our zone team done, so now let's move into the hybrid team. And hybrid is just the go with the flow people. If you happen to be in the middle of zone, you're more than happy to set a building up and hold it down. But if you happen to land far away and the zone pulls the opposite side of the map, you're a-okay with being an edge style of team and fighting anybody that you happen to cross paths with. And with this, you need people that are still aggressive but able to hold buildings when it does come down to it. And for this, I'm going to be recommending Seer, Newcastle, and Wraith. Now, I know some people might be a little bit shocked because they did hear Seer, and that is correct, your ears are not playing tricks on you. I actually think Seer is super slept on in this current meta, and the more that I try him out, the more that I love him. I actually kind of picked him as a meme. I was like, oh yeah, Seer, who plays Seer anymore? But the more that I played him, the more that I actually figured out that he is countering a lot of the stuff in the current meta. And that's largely due to his tactical being able to silence people. Most of the time, the stuff that loses you a fight is the fact that somebody's able to throw out a bunch of abilities. But with Seer's tactical, you can silence someone before you actually go in for the kill. If they're not able to use their abilities, they're basically a sitting duck. Think about it. An Ashe that can't dash, tether, or teleport away, what usefulness are they? Seer is able to counter so many different things right now that he's actually really strong without people realizing it. And also, his ultimate is still just free wall hacks in fights. I honestly think that Seer is going to be my main go-to for the rest of the split, so if you guys actually want to see some Seer gameplay, come check me out on Twitch sometime over on twitch.tv/8secondgaming. The link will be in the description below. But alongside Seer, we have Newcastle, and even after some of the nerfs that Newcastle has received, he's still incredibly strong. He is still, hands down, the best support legend that is in the game, with all of the stuff that he's able to do inside his kit. He's able to create so much cover, he's able to play aggressive, defensive, he's able to reset fights incredibly well. It doesn't matter what type of situation you find yourself in, Newcastle is able to adapt to it. And as a hybrid playstyle, if you happen to be on the edge of zone and have to move in to actually play a zone style of team, and you get caught out, Newcastle is able to create a spot for you to play out of thin air. So if all the buildings are taken, or it happens to be pulling in an open field, Newcastle can slam down his ultimate, give you a spot to play, and make it so that the other teams have to focus each other instead of focusing you. But the last legend on this team comp is none other than Wraith. Again, another legend that has received a couple of buffs and is in somewhat of a decent state right now. Now, to be fair, she's not nearly as strong as something like an Ashe, but she's still a great option when it comes to an entry fragger. And when it comes to a hybrid playstyle, she fits in a lot better than Ashe, because Ashe, the portal is a one-way trip. If you make a bad portal with Ashe, it's kind of a death trap. But with Wraith, you have so much control over it because it's you that's running the portal. And you have a lot of speed now with her running the portal, so you could be a little bit more elusive. And when it comes to endgame circles, Wraith can get your team from one building to the next building incredibly safely without having to have a lot of risk, because she's able to do it without being shot because of her phase. Like Newcastle, it doesn't matter what situation you find yourself in, Wraith is able to adapt to it, so that is why I'm throwing her in the hybrid. But let me know in the comments down below, what team comp are you going to be playing this season? And again, if you guys want to support this channel, please hit that like, subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.